Hello everyone, my name is Vinay Kumar Sharma and I welcome all of you in my YouTube channel. Dear viewers, in today's video we are going to discuss about the chapter number 3 of Social and Political Life, the State Government. Under this chapter, dear viewers, we will try to understand the functioning of the state government. So let us begin. Before talking about the state government, dear viewers, you must know the meaning of the word government. A government is a group of people that manages the country. It is a body of the people that frames policies and exercises control through various organizations and law. You people would have heard the name of different type of governments. Like at present, we have the government of BJP at the center, and in Punjab there is a government of Congress party. So these are the some examples of the government. Now next we will discuss about the parts of government. All over the world, dear students, we find different types of government. But in every type of government, these three parts are very much important or essential. These three parts are legislature, executive and judiciary. What is a legislature? Legislature is a part of government that makes laws or amend. Amend means change the existing law. In India, at the center level, this task is done by the parliament, and at the state level, this task is done by the state legislative assembly. The second part of the government is executive. Executive is a part of the government which implements the laws made by the lawmaking body of the state. In India, this task is done by the concerned ministers and the administrative staff. And the third body of the government is judiciary. Judiciary is the part of the government which resolves the disputes between the people or between the people and the government. At India, if we talk about, we have a separate set of judiciary from the legislature and the executive, and we have a chain of courts: district court, high court and the supreme court. Next we will discuss about the levels of government. In India, government works at three levels. Central level, for example, at present at the central level we have the government of Narendra Modi. Second, we have the state government. For example, in the Punjab we have the government of Captain Amarinder Singh. And the third, we have the local government. Under local government there comes the panchayat and the municipal corporation. For example, the head of the municipal corporation of Pathankot is Anil Vasudeva. Next, dear students, we will discuss about the state government. Our constitution clearly defines the powers of the state government. Laws for governing the state are made by its legislative assemblies and the legislative councils. Legislature at the state level is either unicameral or bicameral. Now, what is the meaning of the unicameral legislature or the bicameral legislature? Let me make you understand. Certain states are there in India which have only one body or one house which makes the law. Such states where only one house is there for making the law, that is called unicameral legislature. And there are certain states in India where we have two houses for making the laws for the state. One is legislative assembly and second one is legislative council. So such houses or such legislatures where two houses are there, one is legislative assembly and second one is legislative council, that houses are known as the bicameral. At present there are 6 states in India which are having bicameral legislature. These states are Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh and Telangana. In these states we have bicameral legislature. Now dear students, let us discuss in detail about the functioning and the structure of the Legislative Council. Legislative Council is known as the upper house of the state legislature. In Hindi it is known as Vidhan Parishad. Its members are elected indirectly by the members of state legislative assemblies, members of local government, graduates living in the state, teachers of the secondary schools, colleges and universities, and rest members are nominated by the governor of the state. Means whosoever member would be nominated by the governor of the state, their election would not be there. That person would be elected directly by the governor of the state. Next, if we talk about the Legislative Council, then we come to know that the members of the State Legislative Council are elected for 6 years. It is the permanent house of the state legislature, means all the members do not retire at the same time. Its 1/3 members retire every second year. The meetings of Legislative Council is taken by the chairman or the deputy chairman. Its members are called members of Legislative Council or MLC. After knowing this much, there are certain questions on your screen which you have to give the answer. First question is, which organ of the government makes the law? Name any 2 states where unicameral legislature is there. Name any 2 states where bicameral legislature is there. And members of Legislative Council are elected for how many years? You have to answer these questions in the comment box of this video. Next, there is one picture, my dear students, on your screen. Can you identify this historical building? This is the picture of the Punjab Legislative Assembly, where laws for the state Punjab are made. Now let us discuss in detail about the functioning and the structure of the Legislative Assembly. Legislative Assembly is also called the lower house of the state legislature. Its members are directly elected by the adult citizen of the state through voting. Its members are elected for 5 years. Any Indian citizen whose age is 25 or above can contest the election, or you can say that person can stand in the elections to become the member of the Legislative Assembly. The seats of Legislative Assembly are decided based on the population of the state. Uttar Pradesh has maximum seats in the Legislative Assembly, approximately 403, because Uttar Pradesh has maximum population at present in India. The constitution defines that it should not be more than 500 or less than 60. It means that according to the Indian constitution, the maximum seats of the Legislative Assembly for a state cannot be more than 500 or cannot be less than 60. But certain states like Manipur, Meghalaya, whose population is very less, for these states there is exemption in it. One member of Anglo-Indian community is also nominated by the governor of the state. It means if any member of the Anglo-Indian community is not elected in the state legislative assembly, then in that case one member can be nominated by the governor of the state to become the member of the legislative assembly. Now maybe you people would be thinking that who are the Anglo-Indian people? So let me tell you, Anglo-Indian are those people whose father or forefathers were the foreigners, especially they were the Europeans or the British. As you know that when we people were ruled by the Britishers, at that time many Britishers were living. But when those people left the India in 1947, after that many European families were there who stayed in India, and those families married with the Indian women. Now their children are known as the Anglo-Indian community. The political party that wins in more than half constituencies in the elections is said to be in majority. If a single political party does not get a majority, then two or more than two political parties can come together to make the government. This type of government is called the coalition government. Let us try to understand the concept of coalition government with the help of this slide. For example, there are at present 117 seats in the Punjab Legislative Assembly, and in order to make government in the Punjab, we need the 59 seats. Elections held, and in the elections BJP suppose got 30 seats, Congress got 50 seats, and Aam Party got the 30 seats, and other independent candidates got the 7 seats. Overall, we can say that no political party has got the clear-cut majority. So in that case, the coalition government can be made. Means two or more than two political parties can come together and make the government. For example, BJP, then other members and the members of AAP, they all come together, then we come with the number which is required for making the government. So in that case the government would be called the coalition government. Now dear students, what the function is done by the members of the Legislative Assembly, let us see. After making the government, MLAs choose one speaker and the deputy speaker, and the function of the speaker and the deputy speaker is to preside over the meetings. Like in a school, teachers meeting are presided by the principal. In the same way, the MLAs, whenever they come together or they assemble to discuss about the new programs, new policies, or for new laws, at that time who preside the meetings? At that time, Speaker or the Deputy Speaker presides the meetings in the Legislative Assembly. Head of the government is called the Chief Minister. Chief Ministers assigns different portfolios. Portfolios means different ministries or different departments to different MLAs. Chief Minister and the other ministers, they are collectively responsible in front of the Legislative Assembly for their policies. Means Chief Minister or any concerned minister, maybe Education Minister, Home Minister, or any other minister, they have to give the answer in the Legislative Assembly if they do anything wrong. The highest post in the state is the post of the governor, and governor is appointed by the President of India. Now on your screen there is one picture and you have to identify that who is this person. So this is the picture of Captain Amarinder Singh, who is at present the Chief Minister of Punjab. Now you have to answer these questions in the comment box of this video. First question is, what is the minimum age required to become the member of State Legislative Assembly? Which Legislative Assembly has maximum seats? How many members of Anglo-Indian community are elected in a Legislative Assembly? Members of Legislative Assembly are elected for how many years? There is one more picture in your video. You have to identify the personality. So let me tell you, dear students, this is the picture of VP Badnor, who is current governor of the Punjab. And here you can see the picture in which we have shown you the scene of Legislative Assembly, and here you can see that how the proceeding of the Legislative Assembly is done. This is the Speaker, and here other members are sitting and they are discussing on any program or any policy. So after seeing this, there is one more picture on your screen and you have to answer that who is this. It is already written over there. He is the Speaker of the Punjab Legislative Assembly, KP Singh. Now in this part of video we will discuss that how a law is made. What are the steps according to which a law is made? First of all, concerned minister presents a proposal of the law which is known as bill. After that, bill is discussed in Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council in case if it is there. After discussing, voting is done in the favor or against the bill. After that, if the bill is passed, then it goes to the governor for his signature, and if the governor signs, then after that the bill becomes the law. Then it is implemented on the people. So dear students, this is all about in today's video. I hope you people would have learned something new, interesting and knowledgeable. So keep learning, keep growing. God bless you all. Thank you very much.